What's up, my name is SAKIN here for Troubleshoot and welcome back to another video. In this quick DMZ guide, I'll be talking about no rushing. This mission here requires you to use a SAKIN MG38 with a 150 round box mag and a Sikoshi bipod to get a bunch of kills at the airport and then shoot down a couple helicopters. This is of course pretty easy to do, however actually getting the weapon is pretty difficult. If you have multiplayer, it's super easy to level it up there, then hop into game. Otherwise, if you only have Warzone, you'll need to level it up in DMZ. The easiest way to do so is heading across to weapons, selecting one of your weapons here, and changing your weapon from your insured slots to the MG38. You'll find it under LMGs, then all the way on the left, the MG38. You need to get this to level 17, which is difficult. Why? Well, if we click Gunsmith right above it, when we have it selected, we need to select the 15 round mag, which is only available at level 6 to get magazine customization, and the underbarrel here at level 7. Then we still need levels on top of that in order to actually get both of the requirements unlocked. So once again, if you have multiplayer, it's probably best to level it up there, otherwise you'll need to play a heck of a lot in DMZ to level this up. Of course, you can go in with it and just get a ton of bot kills, which is probably what I'll try now before I hop over to multiplayer. You'll need to equip it here and get around with it. So, of course, I'll have to pause the video here and continue when it's level 17, and only then can we customize it. Do note that when you die with this weapon, your insured weapon slots usually take around an hour to an hour and a half to reset, allowing you to take in your insured weapon once more. But if you get in-game and dump a ton of in-game money into one of the dead drops, or any of the dead drops for that matter, it'll lower the cooldown time pretty drastically. Probably 30k or so you'll have wiped out your entire wait time, at least I would think. Anyways, I'll hop in DMZ, land at a pretty hot area, just try and clear out as much as possible, otherwise once again multiplayer is probably the easiest way of leveling it up. There we go, level 17, that's all we needed. Sweet, so I can exit out of shipment on the double XP weekend and head back to DMZ. Now all we have to do is weapons, then into our insured slot when the time expires. Oh well, loadout, SAKIN MG38, I'll click Gunsmith. Then from the magazine, I'll choose the 150 round box, and from underbarrel, we'll scroll up until we see Soshki. This is the bipod we want. Selecting both of these, our gun is now ready. We can of course put on any optics you want, etc, etc. Usually a mid-range optic is what we want. So with everything set up the way I want, we can go ahead and test it, making sure the scope is nice, which it is, so happy with this. I'll leave the firing range and select it so we can take it in. Now all we need to do is navigate to the Malik Terminal and use it. Once again, because we will be taking down helicopters, it's a good idea to bring in a munitions box as your field upgrade, as that'll make life a lot easier. Do keep in mind that if you don't spawn by the airport in the far southeast side of the map, it may be a good idea to just extract and search again. Why? Well, because it is a spawn point, and if you're not there first, well, it probably means that another team is there already. That just makes life a whole lot more difficult. Anyways, because I'm so far away, it's worth a shot. We'll see if it works or not. There we go. So we're now approaching the correct place. All we gotta do is just enter the terminal, which is this main building here. Obviously, it's a pretty good idea to go ahead and activate the UAV tower if there is one available here, which there usually is, just so we know who else is around here. There we go. There are 2 players beneath me here. In fact, 3. So this definitely isn't where we want to be. But it's better to see them than to not. So, of course, the kills are the easiest part of this. Actually shooting down helicopters is probably the most difficult. A good vantage point is the roof here, up where the UAV tower is, as you can mount your LMG and pretty easily take out long-range targets. Helicopters usually come in when a certain number of enemies are killed, or of course when everyone leaves an area, they'll come back in to restock all of the AI guards in that area. So, if no helicopters spawn for you, a simple solution is to get in the car, drive away a little bit, and drive back as soon as you see a helicopter spawn in, though do note you won't see them on the map at all. This over here is one, but it's going to the entirely wrong place. It's going to this section here. Instead, we need to wait for one somewhere around the terminal here. Overall, it's really just a waiting game, especially if there's other people in the area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my goodness, there's 3 squads. This is not a reinforcement chopper. There we go. That is the first kill. Obviously, a ton of bullets went into that, but you also have to catch it really, really early. Hopefully a few more of these will come up here. And that should be number 2. Hopefully that counts. It doesn't count. So yes, it definitely needs to be the big helicopters that come in for more reinforcements rather than the small ones. A little bit disappointing, but that's definitely a note that I've made. There we go. Even though the enemy helped me take this down, that one still counted, which is great. One more and I'm done here. Emptying a full mag, the vehicle is disabled, reloading, and hopefully firing off a few more shots. Oh, never mind, it's destroyed itself. There we go. Cool. Mission is now complete. That is how to complete No Rushing. Thank you all for watching. My name's been taken over here for Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.